Andy, another chance to be negative of the day after a negative second half from Newcastle, so we'll get beat 2-1 at Watford.
Yep. First half was okay. They went at the races. Second half was very poor, wasn't it? I mean, it would be harsh to some extent just to single out Newcastle, because this happens to a lot of teams over the years. You know, you get safe, you pack, especially given the coronavirus. Now it's, getting beat today, especially going forward, there's absolutely zero to play for now. It's so, does it? Players got to take a bit of responsibility. But I think Bruce, didn't do enough. He was whinging about the penalties. I thought the first penalty, I agree with him, I thought it was very soft. It wasn't a penalty for me. It completely changed the complexion of the game. But we were poor. I mean, we deservedly lost in the end. They wanted it. They were desperate for the points, and these sort of games can happen. That's why, you want to play the teams safe. At the end of the season, it's a perfect game to play. If you play a team like Newcastle at the moment, Bournemouth would probably have tad unlucky playing them a couple of weeks ago, because I think if we played them today, they would have beat us. So, that's just the difference. I just think you've got to be able to get some drive, and hopefully, we need to get better players in, get the takeover to happen, and then ensure that we'll have something to play for in the future. I mean, just after lockdown, I think we would have taken this, to be fair, having nothing to play for and being mid-table. But it's, you still watch it. I mean, fans have chosen to watch that. They still want the players on their big wages they're on to put a shift in to try. And what I find the most inexplicable thing is, why not just go out there and have a bit of fun? You've got nothing to play for, just try and win the game. I mean, bringing substitutions on to shut up shop and take the ones each near the end. It's.
I know, mental.
Don't understand it. I mean, as a manager, especially someone like Bruce with the squad Newcastle's got, he's going to be under pressure for most of the season. Now the shackles are off. Was said the other night. Just go and enjoy it. Get the more flair players, give them license to, just enjoy themselves. You can go out, express themselves, have an impact on the game. But there was nothing. And as a manager, I'd want a leader on the pitch. I'd be pointing at people. I'd be shouting. I'd be like, "Come on, what's going on here, lads?" Just there was no. It was just, if I was Bournemouth or Villa or somebody watching that, I would have been very disappointed, to be honest, because the second half was just meek, wasn't it?
I mean, we mentioned the subs there. They're too little, too late on, and they're too shit now. Where's the logic in these subs? Where was the logic in Shaw playing centre mid?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to see it. I just think, play a proper midfielder there. I know he's played there before, but he's a centre back, and if he's not really in great form as a centre back, so he shouldn't really be playing. It's just play somebody else. I mean, a midfielder.
Matty Longstaff. What's Matty Longstaff not playing for?
Well, I mean, are they going to release him at the end of the season?
Yeah, it looks that way.
So I think he's just, it's tit for tat. He's not going to play him, which I don't really understand. Your friend came on, I see, for a little cameo for the last 10 minutes, and
was it a Bentley?
Did nothing, but
shock.
It's easy. I mean, I was critical of the second half, but it happened. It's happened to other teams than Newcastle. You get yourself safe. It's probably hard, really, to get properly motivated, because there's nothing at stake now. So I do have a tiny bit of sympathy, but at the end of the day, lads go up and play 5 or 11 aside from pub teams, and if they're getting beaten the last minute, there's desperation, sweat on their face. I mean, when I was shy, just for the record, but when I played, I was, we're losing. I didn't have a smile on my face in the last minute. I would be running around like a heedless chicken, trying to get the ball and trying to score a goal, and then I'd leave the pitch with a grumpy face if I lost. So I don't really understand the big smiles at the end when you lose. I mean, it's a game of football. I'd want to win at tiddlywinks. That's why I don't play Monopoly. I've been retired from Monopoly for about 25 years, because it's just a brutal game. I kind of face losing against at it, and I'm a bad winner. So don't play Monopoly if we should just end the season now on the Monopoly analogy. It's pretty pointless, and it's just drawing it out. We went through all the coronavirus. We've had a few sweet weeks of playing okay, but I think the honeymoon's gone, and we just need to go back to the takeover. Just need to urge pundits to have a bit of sympathy for Newcastle fans and get this sorted. Like I said, it's just gone quiet, and no one. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of theories about whether it should happen, whether it shouldn't happen. A lot of people talking about that club's takeovers, but no one's caring a thing about the fans. You know, the fans. I said the other night deserve better, and nothing's happened in the few days since then, and I suspect it won't until they get that pound of flesh from the Saudis and the Premier League get more money. That's all it's all about. It's money, and it's disgraceful, really. But that's what football is now.
All right. Okay. Cheers, mate.
Yeah. See you, mate.
See you later.
Bye.